All right, guys, as usual, I'm going to do the spamming. So just bear with me, just skip on to like the 5 minute mark. um, because this is the boring part where I just try and remind everyone that I'm live, just so I'm not in here lonely. All right, where do I need to go? This is where I need to be. Your channel. There I am. I'm live. Cool. So let's link that one. Pause myself. Cool. Come on in and say hi. Sweet. Just bear with me for a few more minutes. Not even minutes. I think it won't be very long at all, hopefully. This one. G'day, Ian. Thanks for joining. Hey, Patrick. Thank you, mate. How are you both? I'm live. Just spamming the socials as I do. G'day, Rothgar. Thanks for joining, mate. All right. I think that's well and truly it for the spamming. I need to figure out how to do Instagram and Facebook, but that doesn't matter. Afternoon/evening, try and set up a 3D printer, not got a clue. Well, you've come to the wrong place, Alad, because I have absolutely no idea, mate. But good afternoon to you. It'd be... Oh no, it's past lunchtime for you guys, well and truly. Jeremy, hi everyone from beautiful Ontario. Good day, Jeremy. Thanks for joining. Another beautiful day in Ontario. That's awesome. Happy Sunday. Yes, it is indeed, Mikey. Thanks for joining, mate. And Patrick's put, good, it's rain day, but I can paint more of my Japanese. That's great, mate. Yep, always good excuse when the weather's bad to paint some miniatures. Ours been a bit hit and miss here, so we've been quite lucky, I suppose. It's winter, but we've been pretty warm, so yeah, that's pretty good. Although I'm saying that I'm in a really baggy jumper with, trying to keep myself pretty warm. So it's getting cooler, but it's not too bad. It's not like what you guys would experience in Europe and Canada, that's for sure. What else is everybody working on? Mikey, I already know that you're on your British Airborne, so you don't even need to answer. Although you probably could, because I'd be interested to know what head swaps you're doing this week. You're crazy, mate. I got my chain of command book coming in the post just a couple of days ago, so I have to do a video on that. Although I know nothing about the rules, so um, I think it's just going to be a good excuse to show 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 some of my models in the book. They haven't come out as nice as I would have thought. I swear your stuff looks better in person than it does in photos. But there is some fantastic eye candy in that book. They picked some really, really good photos. White Stag Miniatures, hi all from sunny Knots at Manchester, working on some 20mm AB figures for Battle Group. Fantastic. We do love a good 20mm figure painter. What are you working on specifically from AB figures? Patrick's putting that he's now checking for flights to Flamscon in October. My God, you get around, mate. No head swaps this week. Got a big upgrade coming to the desk, though. Oh, I do love a good furniture upgrade. I really need to do something. If this live stream keeps going on, I need to do something with this room because it looks awful. Yeah, I don't know what to do, though. Limited budget. But yeah, maybe a picture in the back there. Maybe get rid of all the junk on the table. Might be a good start. There we go. That's what we want. Sorry, guys. I'm being a bit rude here. But yeah, just spammed it all. White Stag says he's specifically working on some German infantry mixed with some great coats to get some nice ragtag Volks Grenadiers for late. Well, yeah, that's a great idea. Are you going with Volkssturm as well for a really late war theme? Because Simon Soldiers do some really nice Volkssturm, so do Checkpoint Miniatures. Good day, John. Good morning from New Jersey. Good morning to you, mate. How's the weather on the East Coast? It's good. I think this is a perfect time for me. So it's 9:30 at night here. So it's the perfect time. I feel like I get most of Americans as they're waking up. I suppose it'd probably be quite early for people on the West Coast. But the rest of the world are included. So except for New Zealand and some of Australia, which is sucks for Australians because, being an Australian channel, but I don't really have too many Australian viewers, believe it or not. Ryan Scale Model World, hello, mate. Thank you for joining. How are you finding the Discord server? You're enjoying it? You've been putting a lot in there, which is awesome to see. White Stags put, Volkssturm on the to-do list, and from Simon Soldiers. Get in whilst you can, because he keeps going up and down whether or not he's going to be closing up shop or not. So, yeah, try and get some of those goodies whilst you can. I think he's going to stick around, but, gets a bit worrying sometimes when he says he's going to disband the server and stuff. On the website, I should say. Mike has put, this week is going to be quite a hobby week as Normandy is Friday morning. I am so jealous, mate. Enjoy that trip. Make sure you send lots of photos through on Discord. I'd definitely love to see those. But the good news for you, Mikey, is your shirt will be sent tomorrow. My wife packed it all for me today, so it's all ready to go for tomorrow's dispatch. So hopefully you'll get it in the next couple of weeks. Ryan's put, he's enjoying the Discord. That's great. You've been putting some good stuff. I saw that you were struggling with the white paint there, but don't worry, we can help you through on that one. Lack of foresight, Jake's in. Damn, missed the start. Only by a few minutes, mate. I think I was actually dead on 9:30 for me, so 6 minutes. You've been busy with the Titanic model. God, you've got a lot on the go, mate. Not with your Winter Fallschirmjäger and now your Titanic model. I'd love to do a Titanic model as well. Are you doing it floating or sunk, or are you going to do it like a diorama hitting the iceberg, perhaps? Although they actually said the damage wasn't that noticeable. It was more the rivets popping, right? But between the 6 bulkheads, so that's why it sunk. I think it wasn't like a massive gash. It was more like a big dent with rivets popping out everywhere. Yes, anyway, completely off topic. Mike has put, awesome, thanks, mate, and thank you, Mrs. for me too. I will do, mate. Yep, she does some good stuff for me. She definitely does. She's a great supporter of the channel. She's probably listening in now as well, which is awesome. Helps rack up those numbers that are watching, makes me feel a bit more important. Like Foresight's put, fair. I see there's another Ontarian here. Yeah, definitely. You guys should exchange details. Doesn't sound weird at all. Exchange details, get another gamer in the midst there. Ryan's put, no idea what he's going to do with the Titanic model yet. Okay, mate. Don't know if it's the same in Australia, but happy Father's Day. No, it's not. It's not Father's Day for us. I don't think that's till like September or something, but for us. But yes, happy Father's Day to you, mate, and to everyone else. I know the UK is celebrating it as well. Mike's joined us. Afternoon, everyone. G'day, Mike. I was just telling Mikey that your shirt will be dispatched tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that one in the next couple of weeks. It's all packaged, ready to go. I just need to get my ass to the post office, but I'll do it in work time. So, I'm sure I can get there on the works dollar. Oh, as well as you, Jake, of course. Yes, your shirt's coming too. All of the guys are in here that need shirts. Fantastic stuff. All of the Panzer Aces. That's great. And Jamie from Little Lancers has joined us. Afternoon all. Good day, Jamie. Thanks for joining. Absolutely loved your uh he's from Gladiator. What was his name? That little diorama you did. Absolutely fantastic, mate. And your Zulus. Great to see you back on the Zulus, Jamie. Maximus, that's it. Well done. Mike's put you guys should go check it out as well. Jamie Little Lancer's Facebook page and Instagram. Great figure painter, and mainly in 20 mil as well. So for my 20 mil watchers, yeah, definitely go check Jamie's channel out. Not on YouTube yet, but we'll change that, I'm sure. Mike Taylor's put Walkabout Creek Postal Service slow. Yeah. Rothgos put, yep, September for us in AU. Fantastic. Thank you for confirming that, Rothgar. You think I know being a dad, but I'm terrible with dates. Ryan Scale Model Worlds put, yeah, white is hard color to paint. Definitely is, buddy. Definitely is. White's one of those colors that if you're going to use it in a big, for like the majority of your model, then just use a spray can or an airbrush. Even sometimes airbrushing can be quite difficult. White, just straight up white. But my trick is normally use a light gray paint and then paint over it with white. And just helps brush it on. You don't have to do 20 coats of white, and white can get gloggy and too thin, and it's horrible to work with sometimes. So yeah, definitely a light gray paint. When I do my white, so like I know this is tiny compared to what you're doing, but see, like this little guy, he's got a white flag. I painted deck tan on his flag, so it's a really creamy, light gray-ish white, if that makes any sense. And then I put white over the top of that, and it just makes it look a lot better, I think. Opposed to if I just painted white on top of that, it would have been awful. That's an AB Figures. 20 more AB Figures. Go check them out, guys, if you haven't. They're definitely the best figures on the market. Oh, I've got a bit of paint on the wall there. That's not good. How the hell did I get paint up there? That is a good question. Ryan Scale Model Worlds put, yeah, off-white works too. Yes, it does. And deck tan is worth its weight in gold. Absolutely. Deck tan, and I'm finding German camo beige World War II from Vallejo. Khaki, there's some good ones out there. Alan's but he's given up on the printer setup and back to painting the last 11 figures for my Axis army for the Flames of Welsh NATO next weekend. 11 figures left, my god. You've really done some good work there, mate. I hope it's 11 infantrymen, not tanks. Although, I don't know. I don't know what I could paint quicker. Maybe the tanks, actually. Ian's but I have Kano guy holding the captured Japanese flag that I'm nervous to attempt painting. Yeah, don't be, mate. Oh, I mean, painting the actual Japanese, the emblem is going to be hard. That is going to be hard. Your saving grace is it's 28 mil, so you should be all right. Just take your time. Yeah, just definitely take your time. Deck tan, German camo beige, and US field drab, holy trinity of paints. You've nailed it, mate. You've absolutely nailed it. Although you missed out khaki. Khaki's got to be in there for me. And old wood now. Old wood is like my go-to. I love old wood for this World War II uniforms and stuff. It's just such a good paint. Just trying to fix up the line a little bit. It's a bit dark here, isn't it? There we go. I think it's a bit better. Brian's put, I got 30 to go for the Germans, yeah, and they're in 28 mil. So for you, Ryan, Allard is painting 15 mil figures. So 11 15 mil figures is a lot quicker than 11 28 mil figures. At least for me, anyway. Allard could correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, or can correct me. Lack of Foresight's just giving Ian some advice with the painting of the rising sun or the Japanese flag there. I think the lines aren't too difficult. It's the actual bloody circle, right? Painting a circle is incredibly difficult. Yeah, very difficult. Maybe get a hole punch, bit of paper, hole punch it, and then paint the circle that way. I don't know. Alan's put 6 West crew figures, 2 tank commanders, and a mortar team to replace the one I put somewhere safe. Very safe indeed. Oh, that's really good and fantastic. You're painting crew figures. My pet hate is when people will bring like SP guns and anything like that, Mardas and stuff, and they don't put crew in them. I'm like, why? Put crew in them, half tracks, no crew in them. Give them crew, for goodness sakes. Ian's put the appreciates the vote of confidence from Jake. Jake's then also confirmed that circles suck, which they do. Ryan's put, I want to get bolt action tanks in the future. Yeah, there's some good tanks. They're 28mm tanks. I know a lot of you guys rave about Rubicon tanks, which I've never ever experienced before the channel started or whilst the channel started. So yeah. For circles, I get one big blob of paint and generally touch the surface. Doesn't always form a perfect circle, but near enough to clean from little lances. And I completely agree with you. My recent 15mm tutorial, I did that very, very same technique. The only issue I have with that, Jamie, would be this is a 28mm flag. So I don't think that technique would work so well unless you've got a massive brush. Maybe it doesn't have to be massive, does it? Maybe like a size 2 or 3 brush, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd be interested to see how the hole punch technique goes, though. Ian's put Rubicon is great. Yeah, I really need to get my hands on them. I just haven't. I'm all about the 20mm. Guys, 28mm was only whatever people want to send me, which sounds terrible, and Warlord are fantastic for supporting the channel. But yeah, I don't really do too much 28mm. And to be completely honest, it's because I'm just not confident with the bigger stuff. I feel like my niche is probably the 15 to 28, yes, 15 to 20mm. I feel like my stuff looks a little bit better in that size. When we start going to 28mm, I'm very, very hard on myself. I still don't like what I put out. Even that Victrix Panzer that came out on the weekend, I'm still not happy with it. So yeah, it's just a fun. I hate painting eyes, and I feel like you can cheat with camo schemes. The smaller the scales and stuff, whereas like the bigger you go, the more accurate you have to be. So yeah. Yeah. So Mike's put, I'm working on some Waffen SS, not powers for a change. Bloody hell, are you feeling all right, Mike? You must be sick. But that's great to know. I want to see all of those SS camouflage schemes on our Discord server as soon as possible. Let's put, I'm thinking of trying the District Miniature 1287 Japanese naval flags for my 15mm Flames of War army. I haven't thought about doing that, but that is a fantastic idea. District Miniatures do some fantastic decors, which I'm sure you're already all over, Alad, but yeah, well worth it. Mikey's but you smashed the 28mm stuff too. Thank you so much. I really don't, we're all our own worst critics. But yeah, Ian's but not confident, he says, then he proceeds to put us all to shame his 28mm work. I find that very hard to believe. You guys have put out some amazing stuff, far better than myself, but I really appreciate the vote of confidence, mate. Thank you. Rothgar's but I find it annoying that many model 3D printing vehicles don't come with crew. I know. What is with people not wanting crew? For me, I love having crew. I normally put too much in my vehicles, half tracks and stuff. I feel like it really adds a lot of weight to the model, gives it its own sort of uniqueness. Yeah, well worth it. It really does make a model. Nothing worth seeing a half track when it's only got like just the gunner in there or the driver. Like sometimes not even those, Got to give them crew. Got to give them crew. As many crews you can cram in there as well. Ryan's put, yes, join the Discord, see amazing work on there. I know, I'm really pushing the Discord, aren't I? But it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. We need to get back to the what we're eating on a specific day. I might have to create a thread for that one. Ian's put, I assume vehicles are easier to draw in a modeling program than a human. Yeah, which would absolutely be true. So the sculptors just do vehicles. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, I do that. I do agree with that. I always wonder, though, I wonder if somebody did do crew, they'd probably make a fortune because people would be going to them, right? Marcus, but the Discord is brilliant. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, it really is good. You guys are so good. Half the time I'm not even in there. What was it? The other day we had like a thread that had like 100 comments on it. Before I even woke up. I don't know what you guys were going on about and just showing off with all the museums and that you guys are going. God, I'm so jealous. Ian's but it does suck though. I need crew for all my stuff. Yeah, and your stuff's even harder to crew with your K and IL. I don't know how you're going to get too many crew for that, but yeah, good luck with that. I suppose maybe some head swaps. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Be interesting. Ryan's put his internet went down. Okay, cool. Glad to see you back, mate. I'm gonna bug Sander until I get some crew. Well, hopefully he'll release the range soon because it's got to be over a year now since the initial release of that. I mean, I should probably have a look. It's been a long, long time. Um, I just want to get my hands on them now. I don't know what the holdup is. I think it's the vehicles from what I saw last time. Let's have a look, just out of curiosity. How long has it actually been? Although I can't use my video as too much of a guide because I was sent a sample before it went live, wasn't I? Let's have a look. How far back am I having to go here? There we go. 1 year ago. Okay, so it was 1 year ago. God, that feels like a long, long time ago now. Yeah, but hopefully we can get some. God, I've done a lot of videos since then. We can get the figures soon. Ryan's saying hello to Mike. Ian's put a friend of mine is working on printing vehicles to sell. I hope he can print them well enough to be sent off for casting. Ah, fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Yeah, must be annoying. Must be annoying for him to have all those miniatures waiting to go, but just can't do anything. One Stag Miniatures put, what are your favorite AB figures you've painted and why? That is a bloody good question. There's two. Oh, there's a lot. There's honestly a lot. I don't have. But let me rephrase this because I've got a lot. My British Airborne, my British 14th Army, um, are my two favorites. Absolutely love them. I think they're just amazing. The sculpts are fantastic. The Fallschirmjäger are lovely, but they're just a bit too small. Um, I still love them, but when compared to the British Airborne and the British 14th Army, I've got some British infantry as well that I'm yet to paint up. But yeah, the British Airborne for me, because it's a complete package, it's just perfect. You can make free fall sections plus HQ plus all the supports are HMGs, mortars, medics, snipers, flamethrowers, jeeps, jeep crew, 6 pounders, 17 pounders, 75 mm howitzers, and I'm sure I'm missing other stuff in there. Surrendering airborne figures in trenches or dug in. That's just an all-round perfect set for me. I think they've done an absolutely outstanding job. Their SS stuff is amazing. Not as complete as the British Airborne stuff. So yeah, I think I rate the British Airborne stuff the highest. Just everything about it is amazing. And it says a lot that I've prioritized my 20 mm British Airborne figures over my 28 mm Paul Hicks British Airborne figures. That says a lot because Paul Hicks Arnhem Hero stuff is amazing, but I prefer AB figures British Airborne. Which is really, really difficult. I mean, if I'm talking between the two, it's like 0.5%, but I lean more towards the smaller stuff. I think more because it's more epic. You can get more stuff on the table. Looks a little bit cooler from a distance, and that. But yeah, very, very long-winded answer. British Airborne for me. They're my 14th Army Brits. But that's what I've painted. I've not really painted too much. I've painted some Fallschirmjäger, some SS. But my SS/here are going to be taking priority probably towards the latter end of the year. So yeah. I have a lot of confidence in my friend. He prints stuff as a job, says Ian. Yeah, fantastic. That's awesome to know. Thank God. So many airborne units you can make a car dealership. Yes, I know. I love airborne figures. Always have done. I think I always will do. Specifically British airborne. I'm just obsessed with them. I just love them. Hello, Christian, says Alan. Oh, hello, guys. Christian loving the jumper. Cheers, mate. It's a massive jumper. It's way too big for me, but represents South Park, mate. Ian's put Paul Hicks is the best sculptor, so that's really saying something. I mean, I know, right? For me, Tony Barton at AB Figures is my favorite sculptor that I've ever come across. I think he is the hands down the best sculptor in the wargaming scene, followed extremely closely by Paul Hicks, like within like a millimeter. We're talking, in my opinion. And there's nothing wrong that I can say about Paul Hicks's work. It's just the amount of detail Tony puts into these 20 mil AB figures is insane, like absolutely insane. It's like taking a photo of somebody and putting in a 20 mil figure. It's just, it blows my mind. I don't know how the guy does it. Paul Hicks, he's cheating in that way because he gets to do it on a bigger model. I say that's the half the percent or the half a mil or whatever. That's a minuscule difference for me between the two. The 20 mil AB dug-in set I brought are very small compared to the infantry you sent me, but stunning nonetheless. Now, see, I haven't got any of the dug-in stuff. I guess that kind of makes sense because they're just showing you that they're dug in. But yeah, that's interesting to know. But yeah, even with the smaller Fallschirmjäger that AB figures do, the detail again is just insane. I don't know how he does it. It's all metal. It's not like it's 3D printing this stuff. It's just crazy how detailed he is. James? Have you found any 20 mil Gurkhas yet? No, not for World War II, mate. FAA miniatures do some Gurkhas, but they look awful. They don't look good at all. Not awful, I shouldn't say that, but they don't look right to me. And they're not got the poses. I want Gurkhas that are, charging in there. They've got their kukris and they're going in full force. These Gurkhas just look like your normal British infantry, really. They don't look anything too different. Ian's put bigger figures mean the detail is more noticeable, so Paul has to be extra careful not to mess it up. Completely agree. Absolutely agree with that. And I'm not, like I said, there's nothing between the two of them. However, I think that's true, but the detail that Tony puts into these 20 mil figures is like the equivalent of a 20 mil figure in terms of the accuracy and how perfect it is. Now, that's not saying that you might get the odd miscast miniature, which I haven't experienced with Empress miniatures and Paul Hicks. I have had a few miscast miniatures from Eureka or AB figures, but I'm not talking about the actual quality of the figure. The actual detail on the figures that come that are like cast perfectly are just like blow your mind, amazing. That's why I'm so surprised not more people play 20 mil World War II. We're using AB figures because they're just, yeah. You can tell I'm a bit of a fanboy. I mean, it helps that Nick supports the channel with anything that I ask for, really. So it's really good that way. But yeah, I just love AB figures. Harry's put from Fog of War. Go check out Fog of War if you haven't. Fantastic channel. I'm sure you all have seen it anyway. Just editing the BF Hargo video right now. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Are you going to be posting it tonight, mate, or is it coming during the week? I should do a comparison of Paul Hicks Arnhem Heroes versus AB figures. It's hard though because the comparison is complete. You're going against like sizes, which is going to be difficult. But But it would be interesting to see, I think. I reckon you guys might appreciate. Maybe I should do that. AB versus Arnhem Heroes. Hmm. It's got a bit of a ring to it, maybe. Ian's put, I have a box with all my childhood 172 figures that I sometimes consider painting. You should do it, man. I No one, I mean, literally no one paints 20 mil figures or war games with 20 mil figures in Western Australia. I remember just one day I was like, I'm going to get some AB figures because they look amazing. I think I saw Piers Brand's work on one of the battle group pages. And that was it. I gave up Flames of War. I painted my Flames of War stuff. That was it. I was sold, man. I was hooked straight away. I don't care that nobody wants to game in it. I just want to paint these because they're just amazing. But yeah, I'm going to get around to the Arnhem Hero stuff because it, again, like you guys are all saying, and what I've seen from Mikey and Mike, they're just beautiful stuff. Mikey's put keen to see the comparisons. Yeah, I think it would be good. It would just be hard to capture because I think it'd be easier to see the detail in a 20 mil figure in a photo form or video form than it would be in a 20 mil figure. But yeah, I think I'll do it. I think that'd be a good thing because they are my two favorite. Like, if I had to come up with the two best ranges out there, it would definitely be whatever Paul Hicks puts out and whatever Tony Barton at AB Figures puts out. Mark's book, good afternoon. Apologies for being late. Getting old and fell asleep. That's all right, mate. I hope you caught up on a bit of sleep, mate. That's, you made it. That's good. You're boosting the numbers watching, which is great. Thank you very much for joining. What are you working on, Mark? Ryan's put that the paint set he was after was out of stock. It was an AK paint set, which is a bummer, mate. But there's eBay and stuff out there. You might be able to snag a set on. Harris put the video will be up tomorrow, just on the history bit, considering publishing the raw history footage too. Just do it, mate. Do it. Do it. Get demonetized. Join the club. But no, I haven't been demonetized, just banned, straight up banned. I've put up raw footage, but I don't use like the same like 15 or 20 seconds of footage. I like break it up little bit by like every few seconds. Maybe that's the way of getting around it. I don't know. I haven't been flagged yet for copyright, but I'm sure the day will come and my channel will just disappear again. I'm still salty about that, obviously. Oh, you're working on early war miniatures, Japanese tanks and Chindits. That's great. How do you rate early war miniatures, Japanese tanks? And are your Chindits from early war miniatures as well, or are they another brand? I hope you started backing up your videos, somewhere says Ian. You are spot on, I have, mate. I definitely have. But what I've since found out is even if I did want to start up a channel again, if I get banned, I think they ban your IP. So I can't even, I mean, I probably could. There'd be ways around it, obviously, but legitimately, like they've got my tax file number and everything else. So I think you're banned. So I suppose I could use my wife's tax file number or something. But yeah, it's really crazy. I think that you've put B Chindits there, Mark. I'm assuming that's AB Chindits, which are great. I really want to paint the Mule team, but I've been fixated on my British Paras. But that's definitely going to come. I need to get around to the Pacific. Oh, sorry, the Far East. Early War Miniatures resin is much better than the metal vehicles. Okay. Yeah, I did like that LRDG vehicle that they sent me. It was just a bit hit and miss in terms of the quality of it, but the LRDG range in itself is amazing. All the different vehicle types they've got. I think they've even got the medical vehicle as well, which is crazy. So yeah, I should probably do some more on that. Ryan's put that he's considering starting the North Africa campaign for bolt action. Yeah, man, you've got a lot going on, that's for sure. You should do it though. Do whatever. That's a good way of getting around, like I don't know, painting fatigue, um, doing different things to keep you interested. So Mikey's put the new YouTube name would have to be Paint in Paris, as said in the Discord chat. You guys give me a few good names in the Discord server. Um, Although the paras are coming to an end, there's not as many more. There's not too many more paras that are coming. I mean, I say it's probably another like 40 or so. But once they're done, it's all going to be about the Germans. I'll be painting here. Maybe I will be painting some Panzers. Huzzah! Um, Sorry, Miss Brunch again. Roger was helping Bree cook me breakfast, and he started a small fire. Oh dear, you ran down there to put it out as quickly as you can. Mark's put, look again at the vehicles from 172 miniatures. Really nice. Yes, I did. I did recently. I really loved the look of some of their, what were they? They're like landing craft and stuff. They look really, really cool. Um, I'll definitely do it. The only problem with 172 scale miniatures or 172 miniatures, the company, is they charge a fortune in postage to Western Australia, an absolute fortune because it's coming from Spain, I believe, or Portugal, somewhere like that. But I've got my brother-in-law coming over at some point, so I might just get him to bring it over again because that's how I got around it last time. I actually have some 172 miniatures here that I'm yet to review. Because I bought them myself, I get to take as long as I want to review them. Jeremy's put, you used US Field Drab for your Warlord Paratroopers, correct? Yes, that is correct, mate. I wonder how old wood would work. It would probably work really well. US Field Drab with Iraqi Sand was my... So US Field Drab, Black Wash, US Field Drab, plus Iraqi Sand for the highlight, or layer. Old wood would work just the same. Would be a little bit more faded, which would probably be even more accurate. So yeah, give it a go, mate. I reckon that was a really good idea. It worked nicely for my splinter. So if you like the color of the base color that I painted for that Panzer Grenadier this week that was released yesterday, then yeah, you would absolutely love the color because that was old wood and Iraqi sand. Mike's lack of foresight replying to Ryan. Mike's, but you can start on Mikey's. He's got a few. God, what was that in relation to, Mike? You might have to rejig my memory there, because I've been blabbering on. Ryan's put, lack of foresight gaming, yes, big campaign, low Africa, yeah. White Stag Miniatures, is the Discord a Panzer Ace only thing? No, mate, no. You just need to be, it's not the $1 tier, I think it's $2 up. So it's the $1 tier is literally just for early release to videos, put into the like random giveaways, which is normally just a gift card and just a name. And then tier 2 is Discord and a few other things. Tier 3 is a few other things, and then Panzer Ace is a shout out on the video and stuff. It all seems very petty, but it's the only things I could come up with to give you guys some rewards. But yeah, so it's the $2 option and above to get onto the Discord server. The other thing I was thinking is I might create just a public room. No, then it gets silly. No, ignore that. Just ignore that. Jeremy has put, cheers. You're most welcome, mate. Good luck. Definitely let me know how you go with it. I'd love to see some photos. You can post it in the Painting Panzers Facebook group if you've got access to that. I believe you guys might even be able to post on my YouTube now. I think I enabled something. I could be completely wrong on my community page where I post all my photos and stuff. You guys might be able to post on there now, but I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate or not. Mike's put Paris. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I was losing it. How could I forget? I mean, honestly, we're all about Paris. Paint my Paris, yeah. Mike is definitely outdoing me with his British Airborne because he's painting a lot of 28 mil figures. I'm cheating again with the 20 mil stuff. Um, and my God, you're painting a lot of Jeeps too. But you both are. You both are putting out some great stuff. You guys should meet up and go to Arnhem with your two armies, and you could literally recreate the whole of the 1st Airborne Division. Jake's put, maybe I need to do some Brit and Canadian Airborne then to join the club. Yeah, some Canadian Airborne for D-Day would be pretty cool. Should definitely get on that, mate. Did the Canadians jump in Operation Varsity, or was that just the British? I know the 6th Airborne jumped for Varsity, but I'm not sure if the Canadians were attached to the 6th Airborne. Post our work on YouTube. I think that's a thing. Maybe not. Just put it in the Discord if you've got access, or the open pages in Facebook. Mike's put, now that's an idea, lol. To be fair, pretty sure they'll just look the same as the Brits, but yeah. And I don't know, actually. I feel the answer is a no. They definitely jumped at D-Day, Canadian Airborne. I can't remember if they jumped in Varsity or not. They could be. They could have, because if they were attached to 6th Airborne for D-Day, they might have been attached to the 6th Airborne for Varsity. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. They might have even jumped for the surrender of Norway? Norway. In Norway. Denmark. Denmark and Norway? Somewhere around there. One of those countries. Would Mike is put make for an interesting display board for salutes one day, Mike? Yeah, you guys would have a bloody awesome. Imagine that both of your armies next to one another. Yeah, that would be bloody awesome to see. Ryan's put, yeah, someone was painting 1,000 Roman. Yeah, that's Oscar. He's got the crazy Romans. He went nuts when Warlord Games released the epic starter sets and stuff. So I think he bought like 3 or 4 of the ultimate set. So he's got thousands and thousands of these Romans and Carthaginians. I have no idea how he's ever going to paint it all, but he's doing it. He's getting through it, and it's coming out really nicely too. Jake's put a quick Google on Wiki says we were involved in Varsity. Okay, that makes sense. You're probably attached to 6th Airborne again, so that's good to know. In terms of the differences, yeah, there wouldn't be any. They weren't like the Polish. I don't think their berets were exactly the same. Obviously, the emblem was slightly different, but that was about it. And I think everything else of the Canadians was almost identical. I don't even know. I think the weaponry would be the same too. Maybe they had a few more carbines. I don't know. I don't know anything about the Canadian Airborne other than the D-Day and now Varsity. I don't think their weaponry would be any different. Somebody should check on that guy. Yeah, somebody should check on Oscar. He is a madman, but he's a Viking, so they all just are mad, aren't they? And that many Romans will drive a man mad. He's bloody doing it. I tell you, I'm shocked he's got as much as he has done, because I would yeah, I'd be losing my shit basically. I wouldn't be able to do it. Hey, talk of the man. We're talking about you, Oscar. Everyone's saying you're crazy. How many Romans have you painted? I reckon Oscar's been secretly listening in the chat, and he goes, "Oh, okay, I better chime in now." Lack of force, more Thompsons and Sterlings, if any real weapon differences. Yeah, probably more the Thompsons than I'd say the Sterlings. It's Lubu. Hello, mate. Thank you for joining. Ryan's just replying to Ian. Oscar, you've been sleeping until now. Sunday, Yes, I know, mate. Well, it's good to have you on. We're just talking about your epic collection. Can you tell everyone how many you actually have roughly figures and how many you've painted? Because I was telling somebody, well, I was telling the group you've got thousands. I do like to exaggerate though, so feel free to correct me, but I'm sure you got thousands of figures of these bloody little tiny Romans and Carthaginians and Numidians and stuff. It's Lubu says any 20 mil figures, World War II figures you want to paint but you have not yet. That's a great question. Yeah, probably some Perry miniatures. I don't think I've ever painted any Perry miniatures. They look really nice. Maybe some tropical Fallschirmjäger would look pretty cool. They've got some nice Fallschirmjäger in their set. More Paras, guys. Shock. Um, Maybe some Volksturm. I haven't painted any of those. I think that'll be pretty cool. I know Offensive Miniatures do a great range for those. 20 mil World War II figures. I haven't painted yet. Yeah, that'll probably be it. It's hard to really say. Maybe Italian paratroopers. I think that would look pretty cool. But I have covered Italian camouflage already. So yeah. Great question though. That's really got me thinking. Is there any 28 mil figures you want me to paint? World War II figures. That's a good question. I'll throw it back at you. Oscar's put too few need to pick up the speed. Well, you've been doing some good stuff. I really like your base as well. Oscar's made bigger bases for his epic stuff, so it looks more epic. Yeah, it's really cool. You should put that on the Warlord Games or the epic pages, Oscar, if you haven't already. Ryan's but there were 1,000 Romans in a formation. I think, yeah, that would be. Trust me, if anyone's going to do it, it's Oscar. It's Lubu. The rest of his KNL stuff. Ian, I'm telling you, I only have one KNL figure left. I'm savoring it. I don't have. I was sent a sample of 5 KNL figures, and I painted 4. I was lazy and missed out one. But yeah, I don't have any. I didn't get lucky like you and go traveling halfway across the world to go and raid Sanders' stash. I hope you threw in a freebie for that effort as well. I still want you to do some French Paris for Indochina. Yes, yes, I do want to do those. But I know Empress Miniatures, I think you said do some. Um, but I just don't think it'll be as popular. Like my Vietnam stuff hasn't done too well. My modern stuff, well, my 20 mil modern Brits didn't do great. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe. I do like camouflage. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing it. Oh, you meant my Kickstarter or what? Okay, well, yes, I have to wait for that one, unfortunately. I'd like to get cracking on that. I specifically want to paint the guy with the Japanese flag. Would be really cool. So here you go. Oscar got the all-in bundle. So the 2 army starter set, each of the 2 army boxes, an extra box on that. So roughly somewhere between 8 to 1,200 bases. Every base is 2 stands. Every stand around 10 guys. So 12,000 men to paint. Holy crap, you are going to be there for an eternity, dude. I I have no idea. And Oscar even said to me, if you've got any spares, can you send them my way? I mean, this guy is nuts. He's literally, I swear you are literally going to try and recreate an entire, like one of those battles, can I or something like that. You're just, hats off to you, mate, because I could never do that. I reckon it's going to look bloody epic if you ever get it done, though. Ian, I somehow have more AT guns than I think I originally bashed. Oh, good. Well, you made the trip worthwhile. Then that's good. I was hoping that maybe you would get like a special figure that's not even been released, will never be released, but you've got one. But no, obviously not the case, which is a bummer. Or maybe you do. You just sworn to secrecy. It's Lubu. Marines or the late war US Paras to paint, maybe. Hard to think what you haven't done. Yes, I've done US Paras in the M42 and M43 uniforms. I don't know if the uniforms are 100% accurate, but in the colours, the khaki and the US olive drab. But US Marines, I haven't done. That's a really good one. Yeah, that's a really, really good one. I will do US Marines at some point. I don't know if they'll be in 28 mil or if they'll be in 20 mil. Um, but yeah, I will definitely do Marines. Um, maybe for Victory Japan, which is actually coming up very soon. I might do similar to my Omaha Beach little diorama that I did. I might do the flag raising with the US Marines in 172 scale. So for that, VJ Day. So that might be something that you would enjoy. Ryan is wishing Oscar good luck. He's gonna need it. Ian's put just getting the stuff I have was reward enough. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm very, very jealous. I challenge you to do a little research on French Paris Ninja and not want to paint them after after that search. Oh no, there's no disputing. I won't want to paint them. Um, I watched see Historograph or Histograph or something. He covered the start of the Vietnam War on YouTube, and yeah, it's very very interesting. Those guys are crazy, but like I'd say the uniqueness of the French and Indochina is like my Rhodesians painting tutorial, and that didn't do too great. As much as I loved the figures, absolutely loved painting the figures. It didn't do too great. And at the moment, I'm all about trying to get the channel to that 10,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. So I'm very much trying to put out content that I think is going to be popular. Um, so yeah, I'm not too sure. I'll end up doing it. I 100% will end up doing it, just not sure when. One question: where to put 1,000 Romans? Yeah, that's a good question for Oscar. I have a goal to get it done by Easter next year. We have Sweden's biggest mini convention, and I have the Battle of Cannae as an all-weekend game, big game as home and play, plus I have a smaller demo. That you are going to paint 12,000 figures by Easter next year. Whoa. I am speechless. I tell you what, if you can get that done by Easter next year, then I will send you what I painted just as a little additional support for the channel because I think that would be awesome for your convention as well. If you can get that done or at least come close to that, I will definitely help you out with what I've got painted, which is bugger all. It's only like 40 figures, but yeah, I'll definitely help you out with that. I have an awesome wife, so I have a display cabinets. So I have display cabinets lined up. Yeah, you've got to have good partners to be in this hobby. Yeah, my wife is also very forgiving when it comes to my collections and stuff. I just don't show what I've got hidden in my cupboards and that, all the additional purchases. It's when my wife tries to steal my stuff whenever I finish it. What, to sell it or just to use? Mikey's put madness. I love it. Yeah, I know. Wow, I can't even fathom the thought of painting 12,000 models by Easter. Ian's put to stash. Yes, okay, very, very smart. That's a smart partner you've got there, mate or wife. The definition of insanity, painting all those Romans. Yes, absolutely. I don't think the Romans would be too difficult to paint. I think it's more the like Gauls and the Carthaginians and all the different colors and that you have to paint. And Romans are just pretty much always the same, right? So all those legions, just maybe paint their shields slightly different. Yeah, my God, this is crazy. So we heard it here first. Oscar's going to get 12,000 done by Easter, right? I'm going to stop going on about it, but we've got to remember in what, 9 months' time, we'll come back here and, or 10 months' time, we'll come back here and we'll see if we can say if it happened or not. Ian's put his wife wants to start her own bolt action army. I think because she feels left out whenever the boy and I are at the shop on Sunday throwing dice about her. She's getting FOMO. I've got a feeling my wife might end up doing the same thing as well. Oscar, true. Romans will go fast. The Gauls and the cavalry are the things that takes time. Yeah, That's why I don't paint cavalry too much. I don't think I've painted any cavalry for the channel. I did that one thing for Eureka ones, which I hate the basing of now, but yeah, that took ages. I hate painting horses. 15 mil horses probably aren't too bad. Just paint them in like a brown or a light grey or something and just slap on a highlight. But the bigger the horse, the harder it is. Oh, I hate animals. Cav is the worst part of my Napoleonic's project, so can confirm. It's not even the animal, is it? And the more I think about it, it's the junk they put over it, the reins and the bloody the saddle and all that other shite that goes over it, make it look pretty and stuff. It's a pain in the ass to paint. But he has a ruler smack her knuckles with it from time to time, telling her to get away from his models. A lot of red tunics for Romans, yes, absolutely. Um, yeah, I'm digging it, mate. I really want to see that. Jake agrees with all the saddle and stuff. The fact that every cav unit in Talavera had a different uniform. Yeah, that just looks great once painted, but I imagine it's an absolute arse to paint. That's why we haven't seen any Napoleonic stuff on the channel, in all honesty, in the 28 mil form. Well, in any form, we haven't got there yet. It will happen, but just not yet. Game On's joined. Hi, mate. Thanks for joining. Um, yeah, I need to do some medieval stuff as well. I've got the 20 mil castle that's just come out. The video's actually been released. It will be coming out Wednesday. It's available for viewing early for my paid members. But the castle in the background there is so cool. I can picture myself doing like 100 years war little battle. So I need to do that. But again, it's painting all the figures in their coats of armor and stuff like that. That's just so much easier to paint drab and khaki and stuff like those sorts of colors. Alan's put, I've painted about 1,500 American Civil War epic Confederates so far, but only 300 Union. The Union is like painting blue wars compared to the variety of the Confederates offer. I only need 4,000 in total for October. How the hell do you guys paint so much? I don't know how you guys do it. I would definitely get like painting fatigue doing all of that. Lack of foresight. Chore is a chore. I enjoyed painting the infantry brigades I've done so far. The Cav, that can wait. It's a lifetime project. Lol. Most of my Breton, I don't know what they are. Bretons are Bretonians. I think is the way you pronounce that. Oh, that's Warhammer. Okay, for fantasy, my old First and Second Crusader historicals. I remember seeing those at the Games Workshop shop when I was like 13 or 14. I think they had wings. Some of the horses had wings or something. Uh, that's what threw me off. Although I was there to paint Lord of the Rings. Game said I spray paint them all blue and call it a day. Yeah, that's smart. Spray paint them all blue and be done with it. Put on a wash. I know my friend Stu at Miniature Realms. He paints using those quick paints. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about. Those like contrast paints. That's the word. And he does really good. I don't know how much time you actually shave off using contrast paints though, and I've never had any success with them. But the guy is a wizard using them. I don't know how he does it. The epic curse. If you can get huge armies, you get huge armies. Good job, Alad. Oscar's a fan of you, Alad. That's great. For the Roman spray red from the army paint. So there you go. It's a tip for you, Oscar. Alice put the wife locks me away in the hobby room. Think that is how we have been married 31 years. Like, oh, that's awesome, mate. 30 years in this day and age is a bloody good effort. Um, although my parents are just celebrating their 30th anniversary too, which is awesome. But yeah, I lock myself in the room when everyone's going to bed. and just staying here for an hour or two. Guess what? There's a game shop workshop store by my brother's house, and just walking in there cost me $20. Yeah, I remember the days of walking by, going into the Games Workshop store. Yeah, I'd always, but I didn't. I wasn't working. Obviously, I was a young lad, so I used to have to use pocket money and beg my parents for stuff. And I think they could see, "Man, why are we paying for this expensive bit of metal?" Jake's replying to Oscar, and then Oscar's put spraying contrast are cheating. I'll paint the old-fashioned way. Thank you. You're a legend, mate. I bloody love it, but definitely do it. But yeah. So we've hit the hour mark. So I'm probably going to start wrapping up in a minute. Um, Ian's, but I think we may need to have Oscar committed. I think you could try, but his Viking blood would probably stop that from happening. He's an actual certified Viking. He's been on a TV show, and I've got pictures on Discord, so I wouldn't be messing with him if I was you. Um, But yes, and the next stream, guys, the next stream next week is going to be one with my Panzer races. So whoever wants to join from the Panzer Race Club, there's 8 of you guys now. 8 Panzer races. That's crazy. I never thought I'd get to 8. 2 away from 10. Um, Insane. But yes, so the Panzer races will be joining me next week. I'll put the link out on Discord for those guys probably tomorrow. Just to give you plenty of notice. Don't feel like you have to join, but the offer's going to be there for you guys to join. And we'll have a good old yarn, chit chat, and talk all the good stuff. Alice put on the American Civil War epics, I found traditional paints are way better and quicker than when I tried contrast paints. That's very interesting. Because contrast paints are normally sold as the solution for making stuff quicker, and I've never found that myself. So yeah, that's good to know. I think we have to draw a straw on who to get on. No, we should be all right. We should be all right. I don't think we'll get more than four of you guys on anyway at any one time. Normally people have got other commitments and stuff on. Mikey's in Normandy, so that's one less, as we can see. Definitely the next one. If it starts getting too demanding, then maybe we'll have to do a split shift of Panzer races on. But yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. But yeah, don't be too jealous of missing out, Mikey, because I am incredibly jealous of being in Normandy, of you being in Normandy. Can you pack me up and bring me with you? Because I haven't been, and I really want to go. Make sure you get a photo of Pegasus Bridge for me as well. Not so much secret, just being okay with not painting every single little detail. Smaller the scale, the more the effect is lost with contrast speed paint, says Rothgar. Which would make sense, I suppose. Yeah, would definitely make sense. My key is don't let perfection be the enemy of good enough, as I said in my Japanese infantry vid. Yeah, and that's it. I've learned even with my epic stuff that even my American War of Independence, these these US guys that I've painted up, and probably can't see them. They're terrible. Like they're not good at all. Their hair's all the same color. That nothing looks great. But if you're going to be painting up hundreds or thousands of these, you're not going to be bothered with that, are you? You just want the blue uniforms and such. So yeah, that's that. That tutorial will be coming out sooner rather than later. Mark's, but if we get more aces, it will take you 10 minutes to read the credits out at the end of your videos. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I don't know what I'll do if I get more than 10. Or 10 is crazy. I'll have to revise the plans. I don't know. Maybe you guys won't get shout outs at the end of the videos. any longer. But yeah, I think that's a long way off. Um, for good reason too. I don't expect you guys to be paying $15 for a month for the content that I put out, that's for sure, because you get bugger all in return. Like, of course, you say as you then show models better than anything I'll do. Like, don't be silly, mate. Like, videos and photos can hide 100 sins. Let's keep us posted on Oscar on Discord. Oscar, he always will. Yeah. I'll post new elephants on the Facebook page also. Yeah, definitely do that. Show your basing on the Facebook page, mate, especially on the Epic Facebook page, because I think people will like that. It gives it more of an epic feel to me. Like it's what you want to see, right? Have you made it so you can take the bases off and stuff? Like, are they magnetized or are they just glued on there? I mean, it makes more sense to glue them on there. And also, you'd be happy I've actually got around to starting the new minions. By starting, I clean them up and I've put a coat of primer on them. So I'm going to start painting them, which you'll be happy to see here. So you don't need to bug me via messaging. All right, Oscar, I'm going to get started. You've kicked me up the arse and I'm going to get started on those. It's worth every penny, says Mike, as one of my Panzer races. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. It's really, you guys do me the honor. Yeah, you don't get anything in return other than access to Discord, which is what you can get anyway if you wanted to pay $2 a month. So yeah, but yeah, it really goes a long way to the channel. It really, really does. MDF and you glue them on. Okay, that makes sense. Like, of course, I'm holding out hope we get post Mariam Reform Legions. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. Yay, Numidians. Mike's bought an equality t-shirt. Oh, I wouldn't say quality. You wait and see until you get it, mate. It's more of a lounge around the house kind of shirt. I did try and get no, I mean they're good. They're good shirts. I've worn them out around the town and stuff, but I get the odd look like, what on earth is this guy painting Panzers? What the hell is that? I'm not quite at that level where I can walk into my local game store and they go, oh my God, that's painting Panzers. Maybe give it another 10 years before that happens. So I just wear the shirt around the house and make my wife cringe. She's like, why are you wearing it? Why are you wearing your shirt for your channel? It's cringe. But it's a good laugh. And the banter on Discord, like, yes, the banter on Discord is fantastic. We love that. Oh, Oscar's wife has stolen the shirt to sleep in, so it's comfy at least. Yeah. Oh, well, that's good to know, mate. At least it's getting good use. That's the main thing. The banter on Discord, yeah, Ryan likes that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. Damn, what I was always stealing our stuff, says Ian. Yeah, I know. You got to love them. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, lads. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. Really appreciate all the chats. Every Sunday is really enjoyable. I really do love our live streams. And you guys ask some great questions and just chewing the fat with you lads is fantastic. So yeah, have a great weekend, rest of your weekend at least. Anyway, we'll catch you next Sunday with those Panzer races that will be joining us. Enjoy your trip to Normandy, Mikey, and definitely be dropping those pics on Discord like you said. Thanks Rothgar, Jeremy, Ryan, Oscar, Jake, Ian, all of you guys messaging now. I really appreciate it. All right, bedtime and then work in the morning. So yeah, speak to you guys very, very soon. Have an awesome time, guys, and I'll see you later. Oh, hang on a minute. What's gone on here? Lack of foresight sent 5 painting Panzers gift membership. What you... More friends for the Discord, Lord. Cheers, Lord. You're crazy, Jake. What on earth are you doing? Gift membership. That's awesome. Well, thanks for doing that, mate. You're a champion. I'll have to give them all memberships. That's awesome. Get them on the Discord. Actually, you'll have to reach out on. I'll put out a post, private post on YouTube for those people. So yeah, well done. Thanks, Jake. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. All right. I really appreciate it. Yeah, again, lost for words. That was unexpected completely, but really, really nice of you, buddy. Thank you so much. I'll yeah, I'll have to sort all them out. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm lost for words and I'm a bit embarrassed as well. So you've put me on the spot there, Jake. That was definitely not what I was trying to do. All right, bud. See you later. Bye.